A clear understanding of financial intelligence and the ability to apply this body of knowledge to your personal, professional life can separate you from the average person. It will literally give you that foundation to distinguish yourself from the average person. Today, I want to introduce you to a new topic that we have designed at Global Capital Inc. And this program is titled 10x Wealth Habits Bootcamp. And yes, this program is designed to examine a number of important habits. And when you learn how to adopt, manage, and master these habits, they literally set the stage to change the financial trajectory of your life. So today we will be looking at three important elements of the 10x Wealth Habits Bootcamp. First, we will talk about habits and brand mastery, and you will find out which brand we are talking about and who is a brand. We will be talking about habits and relationship mastery, and you will understand the real significance of nurturing healthy, productive relationships with the right people. We'll talk about that. Last but not least, we will talk about habits and money mastery. But just before I get into today's program, do permit me to introduce myself. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Codes. These books has already achieved best-selling status. In this year, 2021, I will introduce the public to my new book titled 10X Branding and Marketing, The Psychology of Doing Business. This is a book that you want to have, whether you're in business or you're an average individual who wants to achieve more financially. The content of this information will literally give you a different perspective in terms of how you can achieve your brand traits optimization, your brand visibility optimization, your brand reach optimization, brand impact optimization, and brand conversion optimization. To add to this, you will also learn how to build confidence, trust, and credibility in the eyes of your consumers. So this is an excellent book and it's just for you. Now, permit me today, I want to talk about this new program that we call 10X Wealth Habits Bootcamp. I always say this. People in life, you rise and fall based on leadership, but it's equally important for you to understand that you rise and fall based on habits. Do you have the right habits, the dividend paying habits that can complement the dreams, hopes, and aspirations that you have for yourself? That's what I want us to talk about today. You literally can change your foundation, shift your foundation, change your reality by adopting the right habits. Do you have the right habit? It is my firm belief that you are right where you are today in your life because of your habits. Whether you're successful or not so successful, all of it hinges on the type of habits that you have. The first habits that I want to talk about today is what we're going to what we want to talk about is titled habits and what we call brand mastery. Now, what exactly is a brand? In my book, Manager's Toolkit, I talk about branding. And we say a brand can be a product, a brand can be a service, but guess what else can be a brand? You can be a brand. In this program, we're going to be going deep into analyzing you as a brand. Some of the questions that you must ask yourself as you position yourself to make impact on your life, your family life, the community, your organization, perhaps across the world. There's a number of important questions that you must ask yourself. And the first three that I want you to ask yourself is one, Are you a supplementary brand? And we will talk about what is a supplementary brand um, at a later date. Are you a complementary brand or are you a premium brand? I know most of you would want to say that you're a premium brand, but the question is, what time, talent, and resources are you committing to really up level the premium you? A premium brand is going to be a brand that is built to add value and fix problems and make larger than life impact on your environment. Are you committing this time to build yourself up as this brand, this premium brand? So, as we dig into this program, there's some important tenets that we talk about that are essential leadership tenets, essential leadership characteristics. And some of those things that we talk about is what we call self-knowledge. As a brand positioning yourself to attain wealth, it's important to have that sense of self. It is that sense of self that makes you become anchor in your position of strength. It enables you to be morally responsible and perhaps socially correct. We get into some of this because wealth is about an ideology. Leadership is about an ideology, and you want to be certain that you have the right thinking about yourself. So in this program, we talk a lot about self-mastery. And why are we talking about self-mastery? There are many people in the world today who want to achieve success. You want to achieve wealth. But guess what? You're going to blame everyone else except yourself. And that is not a healthy practice. You have to take ownership for your life. You have to take ownership for your success and your failure. It is by taking ownership that allows you to make empowered decision and take empowered and informed action to correct and fix and achieve the biggest dream in your life. You move away from that blame game and you step up and you take ownership. What is your self-taught saying to you? What self-taught are you talking to yourself about? So having that sense of self is what is going to influence your sense of confidence. It does sense of self that put you in that position of self to recognize that you have abundance, you have the ability to achieve greatness, because so as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we talk a lot about these habits because it's important. This is like the foundation for wealth creation. Because if you think in lack and limitation and doubts and fear, and if you see yourself as nothing but a supplementary and complementary brand, and you're not seeing the premium quality inside of you and taking steps to activate the premium quality inside of you, you're going to be stuck in your lack and limitation and doubts and fear. And you don't want to build habits around negative self-thoughts. We want to empower you to really understand how to take empowered, independent, abundance way of thinking. So along with this, we will talk about self-confidence. The foundation lies in self-knowledge. This amplified to self-confidence. Self-confidence is when you say to yourself, it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter where you're at. You have the ability to achieve great things. Today, you might own a business. That business may not be the most strategically positioned brand, but you have confidence that with the commitment to gain premium information about your target market needs, wants, and expectations, dreams, hopes, and aspirations, you will be able to build a brand that can deliver above and beyond their expectations. You will be able to position that brand strategically in the market, you will be able to leverage public relation content to position that brand in their hearts, minds, and soul. You may not be the smartest person today, but self confidence is saying to you that you will commit the time, talent, and resources to learn all that you need to learn to elevate yourself, to raise the lid of your intelligence to become the premium brand. That is what self confidence is all about. Your self confidence is not going to be shaped by people's perception of you, but your perception of you, your knowledge of you will be shaped by the Creator, how He foretold great things over your life. This may sound spiritual, it's not very spiritual to me at all, but I'm saying to you that people can never grow beyond their sense of self. Never. Your organization cannot grow beyond the sense of self of the leaders within the organization. People never grow beyond their sense of self. This is the anchor point for people. You cannot attain the wealth and master wealth systems unless you can fix your mindset, unless you can fix it. So we bring you to this point, which we call the foundation program, and really get you into the right frame of mind. You need to develop these habits, wealth habits boot camp. And let's go a little more deeper into the wealth habit boot camp. We're talking now about application. So you build up the wealth. It's not about the wealth, about self-knowledge and self-confidence, but it's how much you are aligning self-knowledge and self-confidence and a self-application to wealth building strategies. How much time per day are you committing to learn about the DCM, the debt capital market, to learn about the ECM, the equity capital market, and to learn about the SCM, the smart capital market? How much time are you committing to learn these environments on a daily basis? How much are you learning about the pre-qualification criteria to enter these markets, to leverage these markets, to cash flow these markets? I keep saying to you, it's important that if you don't have this body of knowledge, to align yourself to a professional PFA, professional financial advisor, your personal financial advisor that can mentor, coach, and support you through this entire process. You owe it to yourself to build these wealth habits if you want to put yourself in a position of strength to start to build up passive income cash from multiple streams of income, smart investment strategies. But remember this, if you are thinking in lack, limitation, doubts, and fear, which is going to be shaped by your self-knowledge, your self-confidence, and your ability to apply yourself, if you're going to be thinking here, you might be self-sabotaging, and you want to ensure that you are taking informed action so as to prevent yourself from self-sabotaging. One of the ways that you can take informed action is to get a PFA that can help you to develop the right wealth habits. And when we talk about 10x wealth habits, we are talking about 10x in your way of life. So if you're here, it's about transforming a body of knowledge, transferring a body of knowledge to you that will help you to come here. 10x, 10 step higher. What habits are you building around wealth? And the ability to attain wealth is going to be largely dependent on your knowledge of what you're doing, your ability to take informed action. And we'll talk about all of this when you come into the boot camp. The next thing that I want to talk about very briefly is what we call habits and relationship mastery. Again, in one of my best-selling books, Billionaire Quotes, I talk about this. I talk about the fact that relationships is the mother of all social systems. What is your habits around building healthy, productive relationships with the right people? Relationship is something that you want to commit time, talent, and resources to build up. It's absolutely necessary. No man is an island, and you rise and you fall on relationships. Relationships is the mother of all social systems. So if you have a lousy attitude, a lousy way of interfacing with people, you need to understand new innovative approaches, creative and smarter approaches to make humanity feel like kings and queens. In our program, we really help you to understand how to build healthy, productive relationships that brings positive results to the collective. You see, most people go into a friendship, a relationship, an organization, a situation with great expectations. You're Charles Dickens. You're the author of the Great Expectations. But something that we have learned about relationship mastery is that the best relationships are the relationships when you get into them, you're getting into them to add value and fix problems. Some of the secrets about the mastery of relationships is when you give and you give from the heart and you give to add value and you give to fix problems, and that becomes your DNA, your brand, your unique selling proposition, your brand intention value traits. The return comes 10 times fold. It comes 10 times fold. But you must understand how to apply these relationship mastery system. What is your habits? Are you committing time to build healthy relationships with the right people? I say the right people. And we talk about this so you have a clear mental picture of what we are talking about and how to attain it. You see, the dreams and hopes that you're going after, everyone will not be your demographic. Everyone will not be your target market. You need to take the time to clearly understand who are you speaking to. And when you figure that out, is to commit the time, talent, and resources to position your brand in front of the specific target audience. This is where you can make stronger impact. And we talk about this. Relationship mastery is not just about waking up and say you want to start a relationship. It's like brand mastery. Before you start a brand, it makes sense to take the time out to understand people needs, wants, and expectation because that brand is not being built for you. It's being built for people. And if that brand is built out in such a way to satisfy people's dreams, hopes, and aspiration and goes beyond their expectation, they're going to respond positively to you. But understanding the needs, wants, and expectation of your target audience as you position yourself to build healthy relationships is only step one. Most people struggle with this because the fact that you don't know what you're doing. We have captured research and studies over many, many years, and we have simplified this process for you so you know how to master healthy habits and build healthy, productive relationships. You want to master this game. All right? All the problems that you will ever experience in life can be fixed by having the right relationships with the right people. So we go deep into all of this so you have a better, clear understanding about it. The last thing that I want to briefly talk about today is the program that we call Habits and Money Mastery. Now, what is your habits around money? You know, many of you were thinking in lack, limitation, doubts, and fear. You were thinking that you can't speak about the big figures because you don't have confidence. You've been socialized to think in that way. So what are steps can you take to break those negative self-thoughts and put yourself in that position of strength where you can now have positive self-thought around money. Many of you, when you talk about money, it becomes a taboo subject. Do you think the wealthy people in the world see money as a taboo subject? No. They understand the wealth love languages and they understand the leadership love languages. And you who are hating on them, you're in lack and limitation, doubts and fear when it comes to money because of the way you've been socialized to think. This program helps you to detox from those negative self-thoughts. And it really helps you to understand money and how money works. Now, you might be surprised to know that what you call money might be fiat currency, and there's a major difference between money and fiat currency. These are all things that we will talk to you about, so you know precisely how to take informed action to master these processes. But before you start to master it, you should get a PFA, a professional financial advisor or a personal financial advisor that can mentor you through this entire process. You need to commit time to understand the DCM, the debt capital market. What is a BLOC? What is a HELOC? How to leverage credit cards, how to leverage debt. Do you understand enough about this to leverage it to your advantage? The wealthiest people in the world know how to leverage debt. They take debt where the average person take debt, they take bad debt and they take a debt and they make a debt good debt. A good debt is a debt that pays you 3, 4, 5, 10 times the amount of the cost of the debt by the time you bring the debt to the life cycle. You need to commit the time to build healthy habits around money. And the way to do it is to get skin in the game. Learn about the DCM, learn about the ECM, the equity capital market, and learn about SCM. Become comfortable discussing money and wealth creation. And this is the time, it's needed more than ever. The world has seen what happened in a pandemic. The world has seen it. Millions of people across the world, billions of people across the world who are accustomed working paycheck to paycheck, their cash flow has dried up. You have your loved ones next to you, your wife and your kids, and all you can give to them is a promise that it's going to get better. But many families are going hungry. And I'm saying to you, if you learn how to take informed financial action, if you learn these programs, it will change your life forever. All right? So I trust that you enjoy today's program. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your loved ones. You owe it to the people around you to learn as much as you can learn, to put yourself in a position of strength to be a better leader. And learning our 10X Wealth Leadership Initiative will give you the foundation to stand on to lead a better and more successful financial life. Remember again, you rise and fall in leadership, but you also rise and fall on your habits. Change your habits and you will change your reality. One of the things that I want to encourage you to do is to make the commitment to be a part of our wealth leadership boot camps and watch your life change for the better. Again, my name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Codes. For those who might be joining me for the first time, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, and share this podcast within your network. And I want to tell you a little bit about this program. This program comes to you with a kind compliments of Global Capital Inc. And our mission is to position our clients, employees, and strategic partners to understand, create, and leverage passive income cash flow, build multiple streams of income, leverage smart investment strategies in order to build out generational and intergenerational wealth. In our program, you will learn about financial intelligence in the commercial financial sector, financial intelligence in the investment financial sector, financial intelligence and smart capital market. Last but not least, you will learn about financial intelligence and sustainable livelihood. It's important for you to know that financial intelligence goes beyond your ability to make money and maximize your disposable income. It addresses the issue of understanding the global financial system and leveraging this intelligence to create good debt cash flow, minimize existing debt financial portfolio while you maximize financial and equity capital gain. The understanding of the commercial financial sector, the investment financial sector, and smart capital market is an important body of knowledge for you to have in the global landscape of financial intelligence. I want to encourage you to be safe. We're in a period of COVID-19 across the world. I want to encourage you again to be safe, be smart, protect yourself, protect your loved ones, protect those closest to you. Be blessed. Remember, reach out to us. All of our introductory programs are free. Call us for a free consultation. Be blessed and see you on the other side. Take care.